A very good morning to one and all children. So, welcome to the today's class. So, in the last class, we have started the lifelines of national economy, how the transportation, communication, and the trade are playing very important role at the present situation. We have come to know. Okay. So, in today's class, we will move further. The next categorization of land transportation. Okay. So, this is the land transportation. The another example is railway. Okay, so even railways are playing very important role in day-to-day life. So railways are the principle of mode of transport of freight and passengers in India. Railways also make it possible to conduct multi-various activities like business, sightseeing, pilgrimage, along with the transportation of goods over longer distance. So not only the people will move from one place to another place for different purpose, also the multifarious, that is for multi-purpose activities, also the people will move. The business people, the with a very low interest, they will travel from one place to another place for sightseeing. Uh, Beautiful sightseeing also the railways through the railways they will travel. If they want to visit any kind of pilgrimage center, means through the railways they will go, even though it is in a longer distance. So with the help of with the goods and the passengers, both are being travel from one place to another place. Apart from an important means of transportation, the Indian railways have been a great integrating force more than 150 years. So when it came into existence, means it is already in 1853. In the year 1853, the Britishers introduced the railways in our country. So the first railway line was from Mumbai to Thane. So this was the first railway track which was being put for trading purpose. So from there till here, it covers nearly 150 years there. And also railways in India bind the economic life of the country as well as accelerate the development of industry and agriculture. The Indian Railway have a network of 7,133 stations totally in our country. 7,133 stations spread over the route of length. How many length? 64,460 kilometer and fleet of 9,213 locomotives. 53,220 passengers service vehicles are been there. 6,493 are coach vehicles. The coach vehicles means the people will travel from one place to another place for a long reason. So 2,29,381 wagons as on the March 2011. So these type of railways and railway track are being there in our country. So the first Indian railway was established in the year 1853. So the distribution of railways are dependent on main some components. Okay, to put a railway line, so some important aspects they will see before putting the railways. So to the distribution of railway network in a country has been largely influenced. On which way it is influenced means based on physiographic, economic and administrative factors. So on this basis only the railway track has been distributed in our country. The northern plains with their vast land, high population, the density and the rich agricultural resource provided most favorable condition for their growth. As well as we will see more railway connection in the northern plain area. Then what about hilly areas? Okay, in the hilly terrains of public, sorry, of the peninsular region, railway track are led through the low hills. Wherever the low hills are available, so there, by making a gap or a tunnels, they are making the railway track, which is favorable to make it. Okay, the Himalayan mountain ranges are too unfavorable to put railway track in that line. So high relief, spare population, lack of economic opportunities, so etc. There we will not see any kind of railway connection in our country. So it is also difficult to lay a railway line on the sandy plain where the desert region are there. Na? So it is a little bit difficulty to put railway line on sandy plain area. Thus of western Rajasthan. Okay. So in which areas we will not see much more railway stations means in western Rajasthan, swamps of Gujarat, forested track of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, and Jharkhand. The contiguous stretch of Sahyadri could be crossed only through the gap or a passes. So, if we make any kind of gaps or a passes, means then from the Sahyadri hills also we can um, travel from one place to. So, based on physiography, okay, on what way, how many type, how many, at what type the land is there, the formation of land based on that, whether it is a hill area or whether it is a low hill area. So, in that manner, the railway track as well as the railways are being distributed based on this purpose. So wherever it is impossible means in the Himalayan ranges, in the sandy plain, and in some states, the railway connection are been there, but not too much comparing to the other places in our country. So in the recent time, the development of the Konkan Railway along with the west coast has facilitated the movement of passenger and the goods in this most important economic region of India. It has also faced a number of problems like seeking of track in the some stretches and the landslide. So one advantage is means even though the Konkan railway stations are covered with the hilly areas due to the new technologies, they have put a railway track on that one, and it made a facility the movement of passengers as well as goods in the Konkan railway. So even though the Konkan railway is there, they are facing some problems. So it is faced due to number of problems such as sinking the track in the some stretches and the landslide. So whenever the landslide and stretches will be happen due to the heavy rain, so that time they will face some problems. Okay, so even today also, how the road transportation is facing some problems at the present situation. Also, some Indian railways they are facing some of the problem, that is traveling without tickets. The people are traveling without the tickets. Okay, like that only they will get into the train and they will move from one place to another place. The thief, that is robbers, um, of the railway property, they will theft the railway properties, damaging the railway properties there, pulling up the chain without having any reason and stopping the train. So this will also some of the problem are been facing by the Indian railways. Attacks of terrorist, bomb blast, throwing passengers out of the train over the traffic matters. So these are the problems what they are facing at the present situation. So they can ask a short note on railways. So just write what are the highlighting points have been there. So and the distribution of pattern on what basis the network are being distributed, are being influenced very largely. So you have to write physiographic, economic, and administrative factors. So based on this, the distribution of railway pattern are being there. Okay, so the Indian railways are being divided into three gauge. One is broad gauge, second one is the meter gauge, and third one is the narrow gauge. So moving another form of transportation where the people are using this mode of transportation for traveling the goods and services in our country. So the pipeline, even those are playing very important role in the present situation. So the pipelines transportation network is a new arrival on the transportation map of India. These are used in the transporting crude oil, petroleum petroleum product, and the natural gas from the oil and the natural gas field to the refineries, fertilizers factories, and big thermal power generation plant. So these pipelines are being used to transport the crude oil, petroleum products, natural gas, fertilizers, etc. from one place to another place. So the pipelines are also been playing very important role to transport this kind of materials from one place to another place. Even solids can also be transported through this pipeline when it will converted to the slurry, like some liquid form. So if we transfer the solid materials into a little bit liquid form, we can transport through the pipeline there. The far inland location of refineries in our country are where all it has been situated means Baruni, Mathura, Panipat, and the gas-based fertilizer plants could be thought only because of pipeline only. So initial cost of laying pipeline is very high and subsequent running cost are minimal. So it is a rule of transshipment losses or delays. So it will reduces any kind of losses or delays. So the why the pipeline transportation has been introduced means in everywhere we will not get any kind of crude oil, petroleum product, natural gas, the natural gas plants, thermal power generation plants, etc. So in the remaining parts of the country these products should be in time it should be distributed. So as a result the pipeline transportation was being introduced. So the inland location, so in inland only some refineries are being established. So I have told the places, one is Baruni, Mathura, Panipat. Gas based fertilizers could be thought only because of these pipeline only. So there are three major pipelines important network in our country. Okay, there are three major pipelines where we will transport all this kind of product from one place to another place. So from the oil field in the upper Assam to the Kanpur, that too in Uttar Pradesh. The Kanpur it is in Uttar Pradesh state via Guwahati, Baruni and Allahabad. So it has the branches from Baruni to Haldia via Rajband to Murigram and Guwahati and Siliguri. So they have made some pipelines. Through these pipelines only the oil field as well as the oil has been transported from one place to another place. So it is one form of line. And from Salaya in Gujarat, from Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab. So it passes through the some places like Birgram, Mathura, Delhi, Sonipat and its branches connected to the Koili, which is near Vadodara, that is Gujarat, Chakshu and other places. So from Salaya to Jalandhar. Okay, so the oil fields are being extracted from one place to another place. So when it will passes through the Jalandhar, it will passes to some places there. So those places I have told. So next one is the gas pipeline from Hazira in Gujarat connects to the Jagadishpur in Uttar Pradesh. So it passes via through the some places of Vijaypur in Madhya Pradesh and its branches are in Kotta in Rajasthan, Shahjahanpur and Bablara and other places in Uttar Pradesh. Next one is Mumbai High with Mumbai Pune. So they have made certain pipelines where the oil has been extracted from one place to another place. So this is the map of pipelines are being distributed in our country. Okay, you can see in a different line. You can see in a different color. Crude oil, it is having different color. LGN pipeline, LGN upgradation, and product pipeline, you can see in a different color there. So from one place to another place. Okay, from here till here. From for an example, from Porbandar to Ambala. So whatever places will come here na, so some places they will make they have made some of the branches there. So through that branches the oils will be extracted to the other part of the country. So these pipelines are being made to extract the crude oil, natural gas, etc., petroleum products, etc., to travel from one place to another place within a minute. Okay, so this is the map of pipelines, what it is there in our country. So these are the three types of land transportation which take place in our country: road transportation, railway transportation, and the pipeline. So in the next class, I am going to explain about waterways and the airways. So these two are also play a major role the transporting of goods and services from one place to another place. I hope today's class you have understood. If you are having any kind of doubt, just pin your question in the group. I will try my level best to sort out your problem. So signing out. Have a great day. Bye everyone.